full disclaimer, right? Anything I say here shall not be used against me in the court of law. It is just my opinion, right? In fact, I have no data to back it up.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Highs and Lows podcast. And this is our difficult conversations segment. Today, we have a very, very, very controversial topic.
I don't even know how I'm going to. I don't even think this conversation is going to last up to 5 minutes. But full disclaimer, right? Anything I say here shall not be used against me in the court of law. It is just my opinion, right? In fact, I have no data to back it up. It's just me.
But you should also still know that what we are about to say in this conversation is also factual. Very, very factual. Yeah, so the conversation is this. It is economically better to empower
Are you saying
100?
Is it?
It is economically better to empower 100 men than to empower 1,000 women. That's the conversation.
You know what you just said now is you made a statement, not a question.
That's why we want that the difficult conversation be that, and why we want to talk about that statement.
See, guys, the thing is it economically better? No, be it is. I know Fulham. Do that one. It's a question. Is it economically better to empower 100 men or 1,000 women? Now, I will start. Because if you look at it, it's kind of misogynistic for you to say 100 men and then 1,000 women. It kind of suggests that, women are, I don't know. Why is it 100 and 1,000? Why don't you say 100 men and 100 women? Or 1,000 men and 1,000
We're trying
women?
to make it fair.
That's not fair, because if you're trying to make it look like women probably need more. Women are not weaker than men. What are you saying?
Now you're sounding sarcastic.
Women, I do not condone to this kind of unfair thing that you say it's balanced.
Okay, so you want to say 100 men, 100
between
women?
100 and 1,000 because they added an extra zero. I don't stand for this. I do not stand. It's on record. I do not stand for this. But meanwhile, because he has dragged me into this conversation, then we have to carry on. Now, 100 men. Now, from my own standpoint, men has been proved. See, this is a society run by men.
Mm-hmm.
See how beautiful it is.
Okay.
See how privileged we are from the days of wars, like, perpetual war, barbaric wars, civil wars.
Mm-hmm.
We've come to enjoy freedom, unparalleled freedom, abundance of food, drinks, even women. We've seen, you have skyscrapers being built, you have men. Like, we're enjoying society.
Okay.
Right? So why don't you keep empowering men?
Okay. So you're saying it is economically better.
Right. Now, there was a clip I saw one time. I think they said it happened in Finland or one of those nations in Europe, where all women went on strike.
Okay.
For the whole day or so. Nothing happened.
Nothing changed. Life went on.
The economy ran better. People were even saying that was like one of the best days of their lives because things ran even more smoother at the office. You get, but to me, if you ask me, should you empower 100 men to maybe 1,000 women, right? Out of the top of my head, I would say empower 100 men.
Okay.
Right? Because if you do so, there is no man, because it's not a war versus men versus women. You have sisters, you have cousins that are female, you have a mother, for crying out loud. So
yes.
If you're empowered as a man, there's a responsibility for you to take care of the next person as a man. And from what we've been taught, you have to take care of a woman. If, as we are sitting here, if there was only 2 seats and we are sitting and a girl just walks in and is standing, one person will just quietly stand up because you feel, guy, allow this person sit down, Jerry. Now, if it's an elderly woman, you must stand. If it's a pregnant woman, you must stand. If it's a disabled, you go stand.
Mm-hmm.
You get, so if I am not empowered, if I'm feeling that, oh, I've not achieved anything, everybody's against me, I won't have that capacity, I won't have that urge or that interest to help the next person.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm not saying that if you empower women, women will not do so, but we've seen a little bit of the light that by the time certain category of women, they make money, which their money is still even tied to men anyway. That's a whole conversation on its own. They tell you they can do without men.
Suddenly, now when a woman
But
makes
you cannot
money,
say a man tell you he can do without a woman.
no,
And come out as,
but when a woman makes money, she doesn't need a man.
yeah,
again
she
now.
doesn't need a man. I can do without
Yes,
men.
now.
And then men becomes like your enemy or people that you want to go against. Even when we deeper into that your money, we find out it's even funded by a man, or even men, right? But mine is if
In most cases.
in most cases, yes. Now, mine is if I'm asked, so should we fund 100 men
Or
versus
1,000
100 women? This is like
or 1,000 women.
yes, this is like on a question level because most of the time this thing doesn't happen in real life where someone says, "Oh, I want to fund 100 men instead of 100 women or 1,000 women." Because guy, where did you get 100 men? What process did you get to vet that? Oh, they must all be men, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Just on the conversation level, I would say fund men because when you do so, you funded both men and women.
True.
Men will go and fund the same women.
Yeah, yeah.
You get the man will send money back home to the mom. The man will
Send
want
to
to
his sisters.
send
And
money to the sisters, maybe train them in school, do all sorts.
His
Even
wife,
get wife or probably even get side chicks
chicks
and all that. So
will finance
the
them.
money trickles down. Most of the time, by the time not spend finish, might not even be much for him to keep. But men, funny enough, we're in a society that wants to be politically correct, where we try to. There was a conversation one time as to there was a video of people mining, men mining, and someone was like, he does not stand for this inequality. Where are men? Where are women in the mining field? They should enter underground and dig tunnels and mine. But you won't find
But
that
yeah.
proportional amount of women,
yeah, wanting to do
miners,
that, yeah.
bricklayers,
Yeah.
in construction, like works that are all
True.
So
but
yeah.
if I want to weigh in on it, which is economically better, to empower 100 men or to empower 1,000 women, I'll definitely, without thinking twice, say 100 men because of facts. So one of the facts now is this: if you empower 100 men, the society generally, the economy benefits from it. These men will start, the next thing they start thinking of is to get married. That's his fact. That's the next thing those men will start thinking
multiply.
of. Yes, to get married, raise a home, start training kids, you get. But we all know that if you empower 1,000 women, the next thing those women are thinking of is not to get married because they are not the one to go and pick the man and get married to the man. You understand? So even if they want to, it's not really in their power
Kind of.
to actually do that thing. There will still, what you would have just done is you've just raised the bar for men now that would need to level up because women would always want to marry up. They would always want to look at someone that can lead them, guide them, you get, protect them and stuff like that. And most times that thing is being translated to someone that is doing better than them one way or the other. You get stuffs like that. So you find out that when you empower 1,000 women as against 100 men, it's now counterproductive in the society. Then another example now is this. Someone said this some time ago, but it's actually factual. If you look for 100 marriages and you empower the husbands, give them maybe 100 million each, there's a chance that 80% of those marriages will still stay.
Of course.
The wife will start living a better life, children, soften, you get that kind of thing. If you pick 1,000 marriages, empower the women, give them 100 million.
You have challenges.
There's a huge chance that
challenges.
over 50% of those marriages will end in divorce. The women will suddenly just like, I've been tolerating this man for years. Right now, never again. You understand? So you find out that majority of the marriages where you empower the women would opt to like leave or begin to like bullshit the man or stop tolerating certain things.
I think now, this thing you just said, someone might actually correlate it with what's happening in the Western society, where
Yeah.
if you divorce, you're entitled to like half of the man's wealth.
Yeah.
So in such societies, you see high divorce rates,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to like societies like ours that doesn't incentivize divorce.
Yeah.
So you hear statements from like older women that, oh, I'm staying in this marriage because of my children. You get, as
Yeah.
opposed to the other one that you can live even at 60, you've been married for like 40 years, and then one morning you wake up and I don't want this anymore, I want
Yeah.
freedom, and then you take half of the man's wealth or even all of the man's wealth. So it kind of rhymes with what
Yeah,
you're saying.
now, before women get me wrong, we are not trying to say that if you give 1,000 women money or if you empower them, they will be wasteful. No, that is not what we are saying. You understand? We are just saying that the society will benefit more.
Even the women themselves,
Even the women,
also
said they will benefit more when you empower 100 men as against when you empower 1,000 women. Because the 1,000 women, it's not like they'll start wasting the money. No, but they'll still be technically dependent and still expecting the men in their lives or in the society you get to level up and do certain things. It doesn't just because of a woman is not empowered, it doesn't just eliminate her dependency on a man. Even if she doesn't need him to give her money monthly or thereabouts, she will still be expecting him to do certain stuff.
things, yes.
You get, and she knows that the society does not expect certain things from her
as a woman.
as a woman. That is just the truth. So any way you look at it, you'll find that economically, it is better to empower 100 men than even 1,000 women. Some persons now can know how women get very emotional. Like, I'm like, what of the women that are widows and all of those things? That is actually a different thing entirely.
That's why I said
That
in
is
the beginning of this conversation that this
different.
is on a conversation level.
Yes, it
No
is
one is
different.
bringing it to like real life, because
Yeah.
when you bring it to real life, there are so many nuances, there are so many variables that you have to check. So this is on a conversation
Because
level.
even in families or homes or in situations where a woman is empowered to the level where she's been able to like be the breadwinner, she'll be happy that yes, she's able to do that, but she'll still be expecting. You get that?
On
Now
her
you supposed
birthday-
to do this thing or
on
this
her
man.
birthday, you have to still get her
You
gifts.
understand?
Even
Now
when
you supposed
you
to do
don't
this,
have
you still be
money.
expected
Anniversary,
because
you still have to do something.
yeah, that's the default settings.
What was it called? Valentine, you have to still do something.
Exactly.
From time to time, when she's paying the bills in the house, you go pay now small that you should have contributed. So
Yeah.
it's a hard wiring thing, from nature.
Definitely. So women would always want men, and I've heard this thing several times. Even women that are making good money, so they paying them to spend their money.
Of course, they pay them now.
Why they paying
Yeah,
you?
true. I've heard that statement of
Why they paying you to? That will show you that this is like default settings.
Yes.
I don't feel good when I'm spending my money. I don't feel good when I feel okay. I feel happy when somebody is spending on me.
Right.
We are not saying it is a bad thing, but that's just nature showing you how women are wired. You get, even when a woman is making good money, she feels okay that she can afford that thing. But it pinch her when she commot that money, do certain things for herself. She's feeling fulfilled, no doubt. But when another man do it for her,
it's way more
the feeling
sweeter.
is priceless. So even women themselves will agree that it is better to empower 100 men than to empower 1,000 women. The only thing that I feel women hate when it comes to things like that is women hate to ask. Women don't like asking. They just want you to predict everything they want and do it for them. They don't want to be in a place of them being kind of like needy. But they love to be needy, but they don't like feeling that way. Yeah, so it's a very, very complicated stuff. But yes, that is my own opinion.
So with these few points of ours, we hope that we've not stirred up a feminist conversation.
And decide, even if they want to stir up feminist conversation, the women will attack the women.
Amen.
You get, the women will attack the women.
Amen.
Because, all those side chicks, them. Now, men, they fund them most times now.
Hallelujah.
You get, we see it on social media. There's so many women that now men buy them car.
True.
That person husband buy them car.
True.
How many men they will be say that person wife go they buy them car? How
I had
many
a
men? The
popular,
percentage,
a
let's be
popular
sincere.
feminist got married recently, and women were dragging her.
Yeah, so that
online.
she's been advising them not to get
Yes,
married.
and then her response was, "Who told you to listen to me? You guys are listening to a total stranger on the internet." You get so. Anyway, so we've been. We hope we've like it's on a conversation level, and we hope that at least you picked up, something
Yeah,
from this
Yeah,
conversation.
but
And
we want the
if
ladies too to weigh in.
yeah, if there's
Let's
anything
hear
you
what
would
they
like
think.
to talk about, or maybe counter us, maybe give us your points, we can make another episode where we address these points.
Yes,
So,
now
yeah,
probably
that's
would
it.
even bring a lady to come talk about some of these things, because you know say women they love to talk.
That's good.
They will love well. So maybe one day we would bring a lady to join the conversation so that she will speak for the ladies before they start throwing buzzwords. You guys are misogynists. That's a
I don't
misogynistic
suspect you
conversation.
sense anyway, but that's fine.
Yeah, so that's the end of this episode. And please make sure to like, share, subscribe, and also send us DMs about conversations you want us to talk about, things you want to hear, and also maybe areas you feel we should improve on. Very, very important. So be on the lookout for those kind of messages. And don't forget to leave your comments about this conversation, what you think. Very, very important. Last, everybody get papa and mama. So I feel we're all on the same page. Thanks, guys, and bye-bye.